Hello, wonderful Summit sculpture artists. We are in the process of creating monsters after Mr. DeRosso, and we are wanting to finish up the large sketch that we made of our favorite monster that we designed in the style of a pinch pot. And we are going to actually begin with a pinch pot. So we are needing to have one piece of clay and a cup of tools to use to add textures into our sculpture. We're also using a scoring tool that's made out of maple to actually do some scoring and make pieces stick. So I'm going to go ahead and take my thumb, and this is why it's called a pinch pot, because you're going to pinch between your thumb and your fingers and hold it like a cup in your other hand. So my left hand is shaped like a cup, and I'm pinching, and as I go around, I'm trying to make the pinch pot the same width. Now, keep in mind, if we go too thin, your monster will fall apart. So you're wanting to have a thick monster, but you need to also have room to make all of your monster parts. So I'm going to start with my tongue because that's inside of my monster's head. So I need to start with the inside parts first. Then I'm doing something called scoring. So if you noticed, I took my scoring tool and I carved lines into my piece. So I'm going to do that on my tooth as well. So right on the top where I'm sticking my tooth onto my monster, I'm going to score and stick. And I'm going to do that on each part. If I don't do this scoring and sticking part, my pieces will fall off and my monster won't have any teeth or a tongue or eyes. So I score and stuck one of my eyes. I also will roll another sphere to make my second eye, and I'm scoring it again. So I crisscross on it as if I'm drawing lines going vertical and lines going horizontal. After I have that done, if you notice, I keep reshaping my monster because as I push on it, it might make a bit of a different shape. So I want to be careful that I reshape it each time. Using clay is a little bit tricky because if the clay gets too dry, we won't be able to use it anymore. So we want to be a bit quick about making our project and careful. So now I'm going to make the legs and the feet. So I'm drawing gently first onto my clay once, then twice, then a third time, pressing through each of my parts. If I try to press through at one time, it just kind of tears the clay, and then I'm going to score and stick on. Now I should have cross-hatched that a bit. I did not do that. So be careful that you're scoring both directions and then sticking it on to the base of your piece. Now something you need to worry about when you're making the feet is to make sure it stands. If it tilts backwards and falls upside down, you need to do it again and make sure you put those feet in the proper spot. So I had to move my foot back here. And then I'm pressing those feet in. And then finally, my last step will be to put my initials. So my first name is Jill, and my last name is LaGrange. So I added I added a J and an L. Oh my gosh, my tooth fell off. I must not have scored it twice. So I'm making sure that I'm scoring it. And now before I leave today, I'm going to do those final tiny adjustments. And now I'm happy with my monster, so I'm all set. Now give your extra clay to Ms. LaGrange, and you should be ready to add color to your large monster.